Hey, how's it going? So, yes, you read the title. I have Sora2 codes to give away so you can access Sora ASAP. But first, I want to talk about Sora a little bit, why it's so awesome and why you might want to skip it. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is why Sora is so mind-blowingly good and smart. I mean, OpenAI knocked it out of the park. They skipped the social media platforms altogether and made their own. And it's basically an endless TikTok scroll, like you've probably seen. The reason that's so smart is not just because they bypassed TikTok and Instagram and Shorts and all that and made their own platform, but because you can also make the content in the app. So you're not even leaving it to go to Photoshop or Premiere Pro or anything. You're making it in the app. Everything is in the app. Now, regardless of what you think about that, it is the smartest thing that they could have possibly done. And the way that they rolled it out is just so smart, because you can't even access it on the desktop. I mean, at least not when I first tried. It was like, hey, you have to download the app to do this. And now the app is on my phone. Now that's where the issues start. I'm not like a huge privacy guy. I mean, I do use Proton Mail, I guess. So maybe I'm starting to become a little bit more privacy focused. But the idea of giving OpenAI so much control over my phone is unsettling. Now, I do have the OpenAI app, I get that, but there's something about Sora2 that makes it feel so much more ominous. You know what I mean? I mean, we already know how social media companies use the data on your phone. I don't want to say against you, but they use it, they sell it, they package it, and you get targeted ads based on the things that you say while your phone's just sitting around, hanging out. It's a real thing. We all know it. And nothing convinces me that OpenAI is not going to be doing the same thing, but to a larger degree, especially when Sam Altman, someone who is so outspoken about ridding anonymity from the internet, essentially, someone like that, it makes me believe that they're up to something. They're up to something else, especially when you take a look at this here. Now, this is a New York Post article about Sam Altman. Now, I knew already about this for a while. So Sam Altman has this company that what they do is they scan your iris and they give you like a world ID. And that's extremely unsettling. Here, take a look at this. This is the orb. So what happens here is you go in here and you get your iris scanned, and then they give you like an ID. Now, I remember hearing about this. Whoops, let me go back to that. I remember hearing about this a few years ago, and I thought no one was going to do it, and they didn't. But I think that's what this app is. What this app really is getting people to consent to a digital ID by scanning their face and pressing the I consent button, and now you have a complete picture, digital footprint, ID essentially of that person. And I think that's what this is really all about. This is what the purpose of Sora2 truly is. The cool, fun, creating... Geez, look at this. This is what you're supposed to put your eye in. Yeah, the cool, fun, creating funny memes and stuff, that's to get you in the door. But the real selling point, in my opinion, is to get you to scan your face and digitize your voice, and now they have you locked potentially forever. Your likeness is stored in a database. That's the most terrifying thing that I could imagine. I mean, and I don't mean that hyperbolistically. I mean, in me personally, that I am terrified of the idea of living forever. Like your soul, your body, maybe not your body, but your entity, your brain stored, digitized for all of eternity. That's one of the most scary things I could ever think of. I'm being infinitely farmed for something, because that's all you would be. And this is a method of doing that. So, I mean, it should go without saying that I am not going to be doing the cameo portion ever at all. I'm not going to be doing that, and I strongly recommend for you to also not partake in this. It's like the most extreme form of data harvesting, of stealing your personal identity. But whatever, if you want to do it, have fun. Anyway, let's take a look at this article a little bit. So, Sam Altman wants his new company to scan the irises of everyone on Earth. Here's what it means for you. The eyes may have it, but Sam Altman only wants yours for a quick iris scan. With that, the tech mogul says his latest venture, the World Project. Could you imagine a more ominous sounding thing? The World Project. Man, this guy is so not to be trusted. Can eliminate ever more sophisticated and human-like bots from the internet. So that's the problem. That's why they need all of our personal information, is to get rid of bots. The rapid rise of AI has meant it's becoming increasingly hard to tell if articles, comments on message boards, the people you're playing against online games are even real. So here's it's the beautiful thing. They create the product and they sell you the solution. I am not against AI, by the way. think that should go without saying, maybe not. And I don't have a big gripe against OpenAI or Salomon or anything, but that is a thing. You create the problem and then you sell the solution. That's how you make the big bucks. And that seems like what they're doing right here. I mean, look, I'm not going to go on and finish that whole article. You can check it out yourself, but there's a ton of them. It's not just like this article popped up overnight or something. This is a company that has been trying to get people to scan their irises to give them like a world ID for a number of years now. But I think they just said, all right, well, let's just forget all that and just focus on Sora, scanning the whole face, taking that voice, and then we'll package that into one ID, and that'll be your ID. Somehow later, I'm telling you, it's going to happen. But look at me rambling on about why you don't want this app. You're here because you want this app, right? You want to download it. So I'm going to give you a code. So I have 3 codes. Let me see. I might just have 2 because a buddy just texted me. Maybe he wants one. I'd love to give it a try too. I have 2 codes. 2 codes that I'm going to be giving away. All right, finally. So how do we get the code? So all you got to do is these things. Just subscribe to the channel, hit the like on this video, and comment Sora2. Then go to my Instagram and send me a message and I will give you that code, and that's your code. You can use it however you want. Whoever does it first will get them, but it's very likely that even if this video has a ton of views, no one went through all those steps. So if you are concerned that you might not get the code, just do it anyway, because those are 4 steps. Not everyone's going to do them. So that's all I got.